time to make the donuts. It is time to make the donuts. So welcome everybody. Welcome to Living Out Loud, the podcast. I'm sorry. I just thought I was going to have to act like first thing this morning. And yes, that is what I said. Because whenever, here we go. Already getting started on what it was that I'm going to talk about this morning. And say whatever they want without being checked. And I'm only talking about to me. I am not checking everybody in this world. Nope, that is not my purpose. No, I only want to stand up for myself. Why? Because I had not in the past, and that's not necessarily a good thing. So as I am living out loud, as I am becoming emotionally healthy out loud, while I'm becoming physically healthy out loud, water. First thing I have in the morning is water. Might have some lemon in it. Might even be some tea. No sugar in it. Unsweetened tea. Anyway, as I am becoming better out loud. And so I'm going to bring you all with me. I'm going to record it. And I know I'm on the right path because I have gotten several confirmations. I got a confirmation just the other day from Lead Farmer 73. I was listening to his video, and I can't figure the name right this second. Okay, I'm gonna tell you, or I'll put it in the comment section when I'm not driving. Okay, Lead Farmer 73. He was got it. Know your worth. Check out Lead Farmer 73, that video, Know Your Worth, and you'll understand why it is that video confirmed that I'm doing the right thing. If you've been following me, then you know that, I'm really focused in on spirits. Bad behavior, narcissism, and recognizing mental illness, the symptoms, the various symptoms of all the many different mental illnesses. So he started the video with something that was happening. He had been seeing, I believe, on video, evidence that neighbors' dogs out for their morning walk, was using his yard as the porta potty. And of course the owner is there. They're allowing it. They're allowing yard as a porta potty. Well, he caught them. He was out in the yard, finally, and they were out walking their dogs. And then here come the dogs into his yard to do what they typically do. And he said to the owner, and I'm paraphrasing, because I'm thinking, I'm probably going to use the words that I would have used, but he told the neighbor, don't let them do that. Don't let that shit happen again. My yard is not the porta potty. I come out in this yard. My children play in this yard. This is my yard. And I'm not going to put up a damn it sign telling you not to let your dogs use my yard as a porta potty. I'm telling you now, don't let that shit happen no more. Well, he didn't say it quite like that, but that's just what he said. He told them, the owner, the one who was allowing it, don't let that shit happen no more. Period. I think the neighbor began to say that they would pick it up. Look, don't let that shit happen no more. Period. No, you don't have to clean it up, because that better not happen again. Clean it up and you can train your dogs. You can train your dogs where to go. You can let your dogs go in your yard and then take your dogs for a walk. Anyway, that confirmed for me that I am on the right track as it relates to what I'm saying. The things that I would say to my younger self. And so since I can't do that, I'm saying it to the young listener. Let your yes be yes and your no be no. Dr. Phil says you teach people how to treat you. If somebody is doing something that you don't want them to do, tell them to knock it off. You ain't having it, you ain't taking it, you're not doing it anymore. You getting off this roller coaster. You ain't playing this game. Nope. You can't do this no more. Come up with an exit strategy. Learn as much as you can about something. Ooh, and read. If you are watching me on a phone, you have everything you need in your hands to get out of a bad situation. And I'm going to tell you, I'm going to confirm for you, because you already know that you're in a bad situation. But I'm just going to confirm for you. Just like the lead farmer confirmed for me, just like the lead attorney confirmed for me that mental illness is maybe an area I need to focus on. I'm already focused on it. I'm focused on it as it has happened in my life and at work. Are y'all familiar? Nope, I ain't going in. Nope. That's not what I'm doing right now. Right now, I am telling you all to check out Lead Farmer 73. the Know Your Worth video, okay? He is saying to you all the same thing that I have said in these past few videos. That's why I'm saying to you that that video is confirming for me that I'm headed in the right direction as it relates to what I'm talking about. Oh, I mentioned the other day about the book, the novel, the fictional story, This Present Darkness by Frank Peretti, okay? Read it. Or, guess what? I found it on YouTube. You can listen to it. This Present Darkness by Frank Peretti. It is a fictional story. It takes place in a town that is under siege by spirits. The Bible says that we wrestle not against flesh and blood. Good morning, y'all. But against principalities. And again, I'm paraphrasing and tearing that all to pieces, but I am pulling out what is most important to me. Our fight is not with the person. That is not who our fight is with. It is with the spirits that inhabit this earth. But there is another realm that is in full effect when we release it. How do we release it? We pray. Y'all, we have to pray. We really do have to pray. And prayer works. I promise you that it does. If somebody told you that God does not hear the prayers, the prayers from sinners, I don't believe that to be true, and I'm gonna tell you why. When I was a teenager, very young teenager, there was an issue going on with my body, and I didn't know what it was, and I didn't talk to my mom, remember? And my sister was gone. My sister was 8 years my senior. My brother was 10 years my senior. So these people were living their best life. I'm doing 53 in the slow lane and the vehicle just whisked past me on the bridge. Y'all, that kind of shit stresses me the hell out. Ooh. And traffic is stopping. So this person is whisking past me. I'm doing 53. They whisking past me. What is happening here? What is happening? Okay. Where I'll be going? Something is going on the road here. So, I'm going. I don't know what's going on down there, y'all, but I ain't going down there to see. Yep. 64. Something is happening on 64 West. So, plan B. One day I'll stop. God, doggy, what was I saying before? Okay. Where was I in my story? Who that? Where was I in my story? me where it is. Remind me. Anyway, young people, do not allow boundaries. Create boundaries for yourself. Again, Dr. Phil says you teach people how to treat you. You teach people how to treat you. Parents, we have a responsibility to teach our young people how to behave and how to treat people. There's some things that it is not okay to do. It's just not. And if you're doing it, you need to stop. And we have to. Let me tell y'all what I saw the other day. Setting up boundaries, teaching people our responsibility as parents, recognizing bad behavior, calling it out, recognizing mental illness and behavioral disorders. And I'm again to talk about where I am right now, and that is memory cafes. Memory cafes for people suffering with Alzheimer's or some other dementia. Anyway, that's a whole other beast all unto itself. And conversation, and I'm gonna get it popping. I am. But I'm trying to do it in such a way that you all really understand what I'm doing and why I'm doing what I'm doing. This present darkness, okay, is gonna show you all the 3 different realms and how there are things happening in the spiritual realm, the heavenly realm, and there are also demons that are working to do what they do. There are spirits, negative spirits in this world and have always been. We just got to know how to recognize them, and we got to know what to do when we see them. And the very first thing you want to do is pray. Okay, that's where I was, prayer. And why it is that I know that prayer works. I'm telling you now that when I was young, and I had heard it many times before, probably coming from the pulpit, I don't know, that God does not hear sinners pray. Well, how can that be if it is a sinner who has to pray the sinner's prayer? Come on now. That's not true. God wants us to know that He is here. So, didn't talk to Mom. Siblings were gone out of the house. And there was something going on within my body that I was concerned about. Well, I prayed. I prayed about it. I prayed about it. And come on, walk your ass on out there in the street. Oh my gosh, what the blickety blank is wrong with people? I'm sorry. So sorry. Okay. Don't judge me. Please don't judge me. But I take driving seriously. And I'm thinking the pedestrian really ought to take a vehicle coming at them seriously. Why would you walk out and people do it all the time. Walk out in front of your vehicle when you're backing up, especially at the grocery store. They clean this street. So, I was a reader. Okay? If I wasn't outside, I was in the house. And if I was in the house, I was reading, but she didn't let us watch television. Remember, people were stealing the electricity, so that was rarely on. So there was a television in the house, but I didn't watch it. So, y'all know it snowed. The snow is melting. 38 degrees. There should not be any ice on the road, but you know, when snow compacts and the temperature drops, it freezes. I am a very cautious driver. Why? Because I am a professional driver. Why? Because I drove for the city transit. I drove that very large bus for years. So I have some mental trainings going on when I drive. Okay? I've got I've had one accident in my whole entire driving career. Now I'm not talking about bump thing in the parking lot or no, I ain't talking about that. I'm talking about an accident where I actually ran into two times in my whole entire driving career. The first time I ran into the back of a vehicle, my fault, I wasn't paying attention. I was following too close. There was a child in the car, I was beside myself. Won't do that again. Won't do that again. I keep my distance. And two, I was on the bus driving, and there was a elderly passenger. She was talking to me. She was asking me questions, and I was trying to hear her and drive the bus. And there was a car in the Wendy's drive-thru, and I didn't judge it right, and I hit the back of that car. So, because I was distracted, I misjudged. So, I pay attention, y'all. I really do pay attention. And while I am running my mouth with y'all, I promise you I am focused. I am not at all distracted by my storytelling. I'm paying attention. Anyway, I'm gonna be late. Oh yeah. Oh, I'm gonna be real late. Cat digging it out. Maybe they will extend to me some grace because of this. Okay. So if I wasn't outside, I was in the house. And if I was in the house, it's because I was sick. I was being punished or something. I don't know. The weather was so bad I didn't want to be outside. But remember, I didn't like being around her. And she was this way for as long as I knew her. So I would get away from her. And outside was the best place for me to do that. So I spent a lot of time outside. So I prayed. And I voiced my concern to God. Well, I used to read Ann Landers. Someone, young lady, wrote to Ann Landers the very same issue that I prayed about. And Ann Landers gave her an answer. Hey y'all, look, You could call it coincidence, but whatever. But that is what convinced me. That was all I needed. That God is listening. And that he's concerned about me. Little old me. I'm about to digress again. So I got to this corner before. Homeless. Will work. Bored. Okay. I don't know how I feel about these signs. I don't know how I feel about. I don't always give. Sometimes I do. Sometimes I guess it just depends on the mood that I'm in. But I was looking. I was with a good friend. We came amongst someone on the corner. She recognized his footwear. I did not recognize his footwear because I don't like sneakers. I don't like them. I got one pair and I need a new pair. So I don't recognize them. I wouldn't recognize a pair of Air Force Ones if somebody threw it and knocked me upside the head with it. I just don't know what they are. Anyway, this person had on an expensive pair of shoes. So yeah, do I judge? Do I judge these people? Yes, I do. Should I? Well, the Bible tells me that I should not judge them unless I'm willing to be judged by the same brush that I'm judging them. So, yeah. So here I am, out here putting myself on Front Street, ready to be judged. Y'all can do it. Talk to me. Tell me where I'm wrong, or encourage me to keep going. So I know that he hears my prayer. I know that there is a God, that there is a power out there that is higher than me, that hears me, that looks out for me, that has angels who are charged to look out for me. I want to be that angel. I want to be the angel that creates a space that you can come and sit and find peace. I especially want to create this space for people who are taking care of loved ones who are suffering with some kind of dementia. Okay? And this dementia can happen as a result of an accident, head injury. It could be as a result of age, Alzheimer's, health issues. So, becoming out loud. I will become I'm going to become healthier out loud, okay? Lord. Drink your water, people. Oh, my daddy does not drink water. He drinks Mountain Dew. That's his life's blood. Mountain Dew. if he don't get his Mountain Dew, he's not drinking. For years. He's 90 something or other. He seems to be in good, he's definitely got his faculties, okay? His mind is all there. He talks about short-term memory being a bust. But he's 94, 93, 95. He's 90 something, okay? One would expect his short-term memory to be waning. Hello? It happens. It happens. Not to everybody, but it definitely, it happens. And it's not something to be afraid of. There are things that we can do to slow down the progression of, at the very least, Alzheimer's. There are things that we can do to slow down the progression of that disease. If you've been diagnosed, or one of your loved ones have been diagnosed with Alzheimer's, there are things that you can do that will slow down the progression of the disease. One of those things is gardening. Okay? Gardening. Now we're talking about a whole other subject matter. But definitely gardening. So what you're going to do is you're going to plant the things that you eat. Okay? Plant the things that you eat. You're going to know that those things are truly organic, because you're going to learn how to grow your own food. And if you need help with learning how to grow your own food, just tune in. Stick with me. Stick with me. Okay? Stick with me. Oh, and since you're gonna and if you're gonna stick with me, it's time now for you to start sowing your seeds in containers. Those milk jugs, start saving those juice jugs that you have. Save them. Okay? I'm gonna do a video. Maybe I'll just record it and upload it instead of doing it live. I don't think I'll do that live. I think I'll just record the process and upload it. But it's time now to start those seeds in containers. If you've done that with me, Lord have mercy. Y'all see what I'm dealing with, what I'm going through. Can y'all see? Yeah. So, get you some soil and some seeds. There's a seed library in Chesapeake. It's either the Major Hillard Library or the Russell Library. It's one, I think it's Russell. I don't know. I get those two confused. Seed library. They will send you seeds. You can get seeds for free. Okay? Get you some soil. Start putting that soil in those containers. And put those containers outside so that the seeds can harden off. I believe that's the proper term. I am a beginner gardener. Okay? Don't judge me. Put those containers outside, someplace full sun. Don't put the top on it, because the container needs to be watered. And so, snow, water it, rain, waters it. If we run into a drought, then you have to water it. And by the spring, you'll be ready to plant some things, your own food. You can plant some radishes. radishes. Radishes grow quickly. Plant you some potatoes, some sweet potatoes, cabbage, broccoli, kale, collard greens, corn. Now watch this, y'all. Watch how I use gardening use gardening as an analogy for the Word of God. The Bible tells us that we will reap what we sow. So, yeah, I know that to be true. How do I know? Because when I put watermelon seeds in the ground, in the soil, and I nurtured it, guess what came up? That's right, watermelon. When I put cantaloupe seeds in the ground, and I fed it and nurtured it, guess what came up? You got it. And guess what, y'all? If I sow negativity into the world, if I sow negativity and I feed that negativity, guess what I'm going to get back? Hello. It's a simple principle. It is a principle that is true. You will reap what you sow. So that means we really, as parents, have to train our children how to be in this world, how to be a positive influence, a positive light, a positive person in this world. Understanding life is about choices. You can sow negativity if you want to, but understand that if that's what you sow, that's what you're going to get back. Okay, let me tell you what I observed the other day. I was in my car, and there was a van pulled into the space directly in front of me, and they sat there for a while. I guess I did too. Anyway, car door on the right opens. Young man gets out of the car. Okay, young man. He's maybe 10 or 11, 9, 8, somewhere around there. Young man gets out of the car. He walks around to the driver's side of the car. He opens the door, and a senior woman gets out of the car. He stood there while she got out of the car, and when she was out, he closed the door. And he stayed close to her. Not real close, but he stayed close to her. Okay? And then, when he got to the door, he made sure that the door was open for her. This young man speaks. He has a pleasant smile. He is being trained. There is no doubt in my mind that when he is old, he will not depart from those ways. The Bible tells us to train them. Parents, train your children in the way that they should go. And when they're old, they won't depart from it. Train them up. That's what we're responsible for it. It's not okay to tease people. It's not okay to bully people, boys. It is not okay for you to touch and fondle and grab up on a girl without her permission. It is not okay. It is not okay for you to talk about her body parts, her body figure, her body frame, her in a sexual way out loud. If that's not okay. It's not okay. Girls, that's not okay. That's not, that is inappropriate behavior. Please don't say kids will be kids. Please don't say boys will be boys. Please train your boys how to behave. Please train your girls that it's okay to say, no, get the blickety blank off me. Don't touch me. It's not okay for you to say that about me. That makes me uncomfortable. Don't do that. Don't do that. Don't talk to me that way. It's not okay. It is not okay. Boys, it's not okay. It's not okay. We don't like that shit. Well, some of us don't. Well, hold on. Boys will be boys, girls will be girls, children will be children. Okay. So I won't real mad when the boy across the street threw me up against the wall in the hallway and rubbed up against me. Now, I won't mad because he was cute. But I should have had but he was a little different. I won't mad. I was not mad when the very handsome fella from the corner store walked up behind me and gave me a kiss on my neck. I won't mad about that either. I won't. I was not. I like it. Can I just be honest? Stop judging me. Please stop. Don't do it. But the old man, you know, I ain't like that. I ain't like that with the name dog. Get your grubby paws. Don't touch me. But I didn't say that. I didn't say that. Even though I was uncomfortable and I didn't like it and I didn't want it, I didn't stop it. I'm saying to you, stand your ground, young people. Stand your ground. You can tell them, no. Nope. I don't think I'm going to do that. Nope. No, you can't do that. You can't do that. You cannot do that to me. You can't treat me this way. I'm not going to let you do it. I'm not going to let you do it. And so, you know, if I'm on the phone and they're saying something that is totally disagreeable with me, and they're accusing me of something that I didn't do, if they're just making the whole conversation uncomfortable and argument, look. Nope. The Bible tells me to pursue peace. Run after it. Okay. That's what I'm going to do. And if you are bringing drama and complications to my life, I am going to find a way to not be in your presence. I left home when I was 17. Remember I told you all that she wasn't well. I didn't like being around her. Blah, 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 blah. Okay. She told me that it was going to be her way or it was going to be the highway. Well, I took the highway. I made a phone call. I called the angel of my life. I said, hey, can I? And she said, yeah. And I packed my bags, and when my mother came in from her errands, I walked out. Didn't know what was going to happen. Didn't know what was going to be. I know that she was put there for me for that reason, for that season, for that reason. I needed a way. Okay. And then when I married the narcissist, and I want you all to know that I want you to know that my life was like night and day. When I was home and he was there, it was dark days. Like y'all remember Schlep Rock and how a dark cloud covered him? Oh snap, it is tax season, isn't it? Time for me to do my taxes. Okay. Schlep Rock. And the gray cloud that followed him. Well, I would go out into the world, go to work. Oh, I love going to work in the Christian school. Go to church. I was all up in church. I even joined the Virginia Mass Choir. That was rehearsals and going all over the state of Virginia, singing the gospel of Jesus Christ. Yes, I can carry a tune. Y'all heard me. I done bust out in the song, right? Yeah, so I can carry a tune. I ain't no Whitney Houston, but I can definitely carry a tune. And so yeah, I sang with the Virginia Mass Choir. Now, I was in the back, far away from the microphone, but I was there. So yeah, and so I was having a good time outside of the house. Okay, oh my gosh, love going to work, love my co-workers, love doing what I was doing at that time, love doing what I do now. I've always been a public servant. I am a public servant. Teacher is a public servant. Bus driver, public servant. Public servants. That's what I do. Okay. And I like it. I'm good at it. Because I like people. Now, I do. I really do. I don't like bad behavior. I don't like negative spirits. I don't like that kind of... I don't like this... I don't like liars. Oh my gosh. This present darkness. There is a lying spirit. There's a lying spirit that is really showing its ass. At this time, this present darkness. Y'all listen to the book so that you can kind of sort of, we can talk about it. Those of you who are listening, who are real prayer warriors, who know the power of prayer, please begin to pray for this present darkness, this world, these spirits, our young people, a new generation. Pray for them. Pray for us. Pray for our generation, that we can be a light, that we can teach, that we can help they'll navigate through this thing called life. Navigate it in such a way that they're living their best life. Ooh. So yeah, know your worth. Say what you mean what you say. Go ahead and get started with eating your physical health. Drink your water. If you don't like water, plain water, put you some cucumber peels up in there. Cucumber water is delicious. It is refreshing. Oh my God, it's so delicious. If you're not exercising, Tai Chi, it's a wonder. Tai Chi for meditation, relaxation and meditation. A little different from Tai Chi, Qigong, I think that's how you say it. A little bit different. Either way, get moving. Put on some music that you like. I have a playlist, Likes to Make Me Move. I will put that on and gets to dancing around the house. Think I won't when I will? Yes, I will. Yes, I will. Now, that don't always happen. Sometimes I don't feel like it. Sometimes I have to force myself. And then sometimes I don't. I just don't give in to it. I just don't do it. I give in to the laziness or whatever is going on at the time. So, thank you, y'all. Thank you for riding along with me, keeping me company while I go to work, listening to me vent. At some point, I'm going to tell you all where I am, so that you all can come and sit and talk with me. I'll be your support. I'm your huckleberry. I'll be your listening ear. I can do that. I do that pretty good. Anyway, I'm here. Time to make the donuts. I love you all to life. Bye for now.